hit.
You think he'll be back in the NFL?
You never know. I mean, when you play this game, if you still have that passion and, right situation, I think it's always a chance. But like I was just saying before, he's a great teammate, great person to be around. So if he decides to be back and play, then that's what he'll do.
Who's the team to beat in the AFC East?
All of them. But we're taking it one at a time.
One at a time.
Oh, wow. We did 15 minutes where they weren't in Belichick's speak, and now we got back to it. I'm pretty impressed. That's good. I love it.
One at a time.
Well, here's the real final question for you, Devin. I need a scouting report.
You said that 3 questions ago.
No, Randy said that. I wasn't done. Final question. Scouting report on the new long snapper for Rutgers football.
Oh, man, he's going to be a great long snapper. He comes from New England Patriots, So
you've seen Stephen Belichick snap before?
I don't even have to see him snap. I already know
he could do it.
I already know.
Beautiful. Guys, good luck this year.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That really was the last question.
All right, good.
Patrick Chung, Devin McCourty, 2 of the young stars for the New England Patriots on defense. Sneak in some telephone calls on the other side. Entertaining stuff with McCourty and Chung. 877 NFL Kank.
Training Camp Tour 2011. The latest NFL news as it happens. Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
I want to give you money. You got that? I'm Steve from SiriusXM's Raw Dog. Every week I have $1,000 to give to whoever I want. I can give you all of it. Some of it. $1, $10, no dollars. Totally my call. The catch? You gotta be one of the most entertaining people in America.
I got a real true story.
It's The Phone Show. You call and entertain me. I either give you cash or hang up on you. Thursday, 1 p.m. East. On Raw.com at SiriusXM 99. Go to SiriusXM.com/RawDog for official rules.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit matrixdirect.com.
Do you think you're getting your money's worth for your life insurance policy? Because if you're 40 and married and are paying more than $16 a month, chances are you're paying too much. Hi, I'm Brent Langdon for Matrix Direct. We partnered with American General Life to find you their lowest rates on term life insurance products. And if you're 40 years old and married, we could find you a $250,000 policy for less than $16 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. Call 1-800-488-8511. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how much we could save you. It only takes 5 minutes, and you could save up to 70%, and the call is absolutely free. Call Matrix Direct. 1-800-488-8511. That's 1-800-488-8511. 1-800-488-8511.
Your phone is your lifeline, yet over 95% of mobile phones and touchscreens are infested with dangerous germs and bacteria, maybe herpes. You can now wipe out the germs with iCleanIt. iCleanIt will instantly clean and protect your phone, iPad, computer, any touchscreen. Spray iCleanIt directly on your screen and wipe with included cloth to safely sanitize your screen, leaving a streak-free protective barrier. iCleanIt disinfects instantly with one spray. Germs and bacteria are gone, and your device has an odorless protective shield, which prevents germs from returning. If you've shaken hands, wiped your nose, or touched anything, your cell phones and touch screens could be infected. Order iCleanIt for just $14.95, and shipping is free. Order online at iCleanIt.com. That's IKLEENIT.com. Or call 800-876-7037. 800-876-7037. 800-876-7037.
This is Jonathan Vilma of the New Orleans Saints, and you're listening to Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88. All NFL, all the time. Sirius XM NFL Radio, Training Camp Tour 2011.
Colt McCoy, quarterback here with the Cleveland Browns. This is a lot of language, and we have Brad Childress with us here who knows this language as well as anyone I've ever met. How are you doing with that part?
Sometimes that can be tough.
Give us your wordiest one.
Solo left, you left, ex-Colorado Quick Dino. You know, I think I left out the protection.
Pretty good. Yeah, five guys are going to be looking at you saying how you want that.
Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, getting you ready for the 2011 season. The ultimate season preview, SiriusXM NFL Radio's Training Camp Tour 2011. It's the SiriusXM Blitz. Here are your hosts, Adam Shine and Randy Cross.
Shine and Cross. Sirius XM Blitz is a broadcast live from New England Patriots training camp. And Randy, as promised, we make our way up to the second level, third level here in the New England Patriots' wonderful facility at Gillette Stadium, where we are overlooking the multiple practice fields for the New England Patriots. Team is going to be starting practice relatively shortly, and a packed crowd for the practice for the New England Patriots, as per usual, as you'd expect with all these rabid fans. They're working on some drills on the far field as we take a look out. So what are they doing over there?
This involves a large circle of players, in fact, the entire team, and a hose spraying down the water, spraying down the players, spraying down the football. It's a fumble recovery, bad weather fumble recovery drill, also known as a chance to get wet and have a little fun.
So that's a good thing on a hot day.
There's rhyme and reason to that folly. It's actually good practice.
Let me ask, as I look out, and my glasses are pretty good, is that Brady with the hose? Is that number 12 with the hose?
It would only be fitting. That's what he should be doing when people are diving.
That is Tom Brady with the hose. That's great stuff.
When people are diving on the ground, you'd want Brady holding the hose, not diving on the ball.
So literally the scene Randy described, and to hit it home, it's Tom Brady with the hose as he sprays his teammates. That's a good way to get practice started, as you know, a couple of the players, McCourty and Chung, mentioned earlier. Very hazy, hot, and humid day yesterday in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Very tough practice for the New England Patriots yesterday.
And a different type of atmosphere today. It's overcast. There's a nice cool breeze. It's probably, somewhere in the low 80s, but, the contrast is pretty stark, and the players will appreciate the break.
Absolutely, and Brady's having a lot of fun with one of the ball boys and the hose right now. And, listen, I think that one thing when you look at Tom Brady, he obviously is a guy who loves to have fun, loves to win, loves to lead. His preparation is incredible. We talked to McCourty and Chung and Woodhead and Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis about that. And you know what? Another good example here of leadership in a fun kind of way for Tom Brady. It's actually kind of cool to see.
Well, what this is really, Adam, and I've heard Pat Kerwin talk about this. You hear coaches in the offseason talk about this. It's taking the time to have fun. It's allowing in your schedule a little spontaneity, let the guys be guys. Let this experience not be so burdensome, not always be, drilling them into the ground physically. It's just it's a good mental break, but at the same time, you're not only cooling off and taking a little bit of a fun time, you're also learning something. So you're able to combine things. And it's something that probably coaches at all levels get a little too focused and a little too serious about football and don't take the time for things like this.
When practice starts, what's going to intrigue you the most? You're going to look at the battle, as we talked about today, at the running back position. Going to take a look at the defensive line. What interests you the most at practice?
Well, I'm going to want to concentrate on that offensive line, defensive line matchup, see how the dynamics are going on there, check on Nate Solder, see how he's doing, Logan Mankins and the rest up front. But, and Bill Belichick alluded to it a little bit earlier, as did Patrick Chung and Devin McCourty, that timing between Tom Brady and his receivers. The timing, if you've got Ocho Cinco out there, if you've got Deion Branch and you have Welker and you have the tight ends, how is that timing? Who's the advantage to in a situation like this?
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see. And I'm also going to be paying attention to the defensive backfield after that conversation we had with McCourty and Chung. That's a group that, fair or unfair, Randy, was maligned a year ago, and they certainly take a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah, and they've had a hard time. They've been attacked, and they're constantly under pressure, and I think pressure is the key word, because there'll be more pressure out of this defense to take the pressure off the DBs.
Absolutely. Shannon Cross as we broadcast live from Patriots training camp. Practice underway. Take more of your telephone calls next hour, 877 NFL Gang.
This is Sirius XM NFL Radio.
PGA Championship moments on Sirius XM. It was 1980 when the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus, won his fifth and final PGA Championship in Rochester, New York, in dominating fashion.
Jack Nicklaus won the 62nd PGA Championship with a 600 par 274 and a record 7-stroke margin of victory.
Nicklaus tied Walter Hagen as the only 5-time winners of the PGA Championship Week. Going on now, Sirius 208 XM 93.
Now, a winning moment from the 2010 NFL season, presented by Wyndham Hotels and Resorts.
Phillip Rivers threw 4 touchdown passes, and the San Diego Chargers earned their first road win of the season in beating the Texans 29-23 Week 9. Despite not having star tight end Antonio Gates, Rivers completed 17 of 23 passes for 295 yards and hooked up for 2 TDs with obscure rookie wideout Sheyi Adjura-Tutu.
Rivers hoisted in the air left side and caught. Touchdown! Adjura-Tutu!
This winning moment has been brought to you by Wyndham Hotels and Resorts.
For the fun ones. The working ones.
Wyndham.
The confident ones.
Wyndham.
And the meek ones.
Wyndham?
For the athletic ones.
Wyndham.
The gourmet ones. For the faraway ones. Wyndham. And those a little closer to home.
Wyndham!
No matter who you are, there's a Wyndham Hotel waiting. To find your Wyndham Hotel, visit Wyndham.com. And for a limited time, if you book at least 7 days in advance, you can save up to 25% off. Most hotels independently owned and operated.
Mortgages should be illegal because you're getting robbed every month. For example, if you have a typical $200,000 30-year mortgage, you're going to end up paying over $400,000 after interest. That's almost $250,000 that you could be putting into your pocket instead of the bank's. I want to send you a powerful free CD to show you how. Hi, I'm John Commuta, creator of the Transforming Debt into Wealth system. My proven system can eliminate your mortgage and all your other debts using just the money you already make. That's right. No credit card debt, no car payment, no mortgage. It's easy. It works.
I will be able to pay off my house in approximately 2.5 years on a 30-year mortgage.
Stop getting robbed of your money and your future. Call now and I'll rush you a free CD today. Call 1-800-900-1672. For your free CD, call 1-800-900-1672. 1-800-900-1672.
This is the SiriusXM Sports Update.
86ing Ocho Cinco's antics. Chad Ochocinco, one of the big offseason pickups by the Patriots on the SiriusXM NFL Radio Training Camp Tour today on Channel 88. Head coach Bill Belichick won't let Chad get out of control.
There's nothing different for one player than there is anybody else. So we just try to approach our job on a short-term basis, try to get better day to day, try to work on our weaknesses and make sure that everybody's doing their job properly so that the other guys on the field can do theirs.
The Cardinals and Bengals are on tap following the Patriots on SiriusXM NFL Radio. Buccaneers head coach Raheem Morris, a guest of Murray in the Middle on Mad Dog Radio, SiriusXM 86. And can't worry about not having the mini camps and OTAs taken away with the lockout.
Everybody's working on the same scale. Everybody's working on the same thing, the same timeline. So it was all equal. So no matter what happens, it doesn't really matter. We got to go out and execute our game plan, all the things we want to get done right here in camp in order to be ready for our first game. And there's no doubt in my mind that my coaches have the same focus, our organization has the same focus, and we hopefully we can pick right back up where we left off, although we know anything from last year don't count or matter.
Jaguars head coach Jack Del Rio says quarterback David Garrard will travel with the team to Foxborough, but isn't likely to play in Thursday's preseason opener with a back ailment. Maurice Jones-Drew sits to rest his knee. Titan star back Chris Johnson continued his holdout with today being the day that players under contract must report to earn an accrued season towards free agency. Cornerback Cortland Finnegan apologized today after bolting camp Friday over a contract dispute. College football, Oklahoma star linebacker Travis Lewis will miss 8 weeks with a broken bone in his left foot. Lewis won't need surgery. Corey Nelson moves into Lewis's spot. Texas suspended senior safety Christian Scott for being charged with misdemeanor assault with bodily injury. Records from Ohio State show that former head coach Jim Tressel earned just under $22 million in his 10 years at the school. The last big major event in golf is this weekend's PGA Championship just outside of Atlanta. Adam Scott won the Bridgestone Invitational last week, with Tiger Woods' ex-caddy Steve Williams providing him with an immediate benefit.
Obviously, he's one of the best caddies out there. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, he's had quite an insight into my game right from the get-go of what he's seen, what he believes I need to do to be a bit better and win majors and contend in majors on a regular basis, because I told him that's what I want to do.
From baseball, an MRI on the right wrist of Giants outfielder Carlos Beltran confirms a sprain. Recently signed pitcher Kevin Millwood will make his Rockies debut tomorrow against the Reds. Fantasy football season's here. SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio helps you dominate with all the latest news and expert advice 24 hours a day on XM 87 and Sirius 210. In the SiriusXM newsroom, I'm Zig Fracassi.
If it's happening in sports, it's happening on SiriusXM.
Jack.